Hey, what's going on, guys? Axis&Allies Pacific 1940 2nd edition. Just finished round 2, and just want to give you an overview of what the board looks like. Japan is on the move. Okay, well, on round 2, Japan pulled out of Sea Zone 26, and he retreated 2 spaces right in the middle of the Marianas and Wake Island. As you can see, the Americans put a destroyer on Wake Island because if the Americans had put that destroyer there, Japan could come in and attack the American fleet on Sea Zone 26 from their forces right here and up north off the Bay of Tokyo, and Japan probably would have won that fight. So just for precaution, the Americans put a destroyer there to block the main Japanese Navy from coming into Hawaii on a combat move. Now, I know the Americans could have waited off Sea Zone 10, but the problem is they can't just keep waiting. They have to get into the action. You know, if they wait there, that's going to be 2 turns. They're going to be just sitting there off Sea Zone 10. They need to get into the action. So that's why the destroyer was put there. And hopefully next turn they could come into the Caroline Islands or even come down to Queensland off Sea Zone 54 and unite with this small Allied fleet we got going here, mainly Anzac and 1 British cruiser. So the Americans have to get into the action. They built 6 subs, 2 destroyers, and a transport this last turn. Looks like this Pacific Navy race is definitely going to be interesting when they clash. We'll see where and when they do clash. Down over here in Asia, I guess you could say, yeah, Asia, South Asia, next to French Indochina and Hong Kong. Japan still has their main air force there in Quincy with some land forces. The Japanese commander is debating if to attack the Chinese and British forces in Yunnan. That's going to be a bloody bath. I mean, the Allies have a lot of men there, and they have a fighter and attack, 2 mechs, and 2 AAs. They brought those AAs on purpose, so hopefully they can knock out a few Japanese aircraft. You know, Japan, I mean, they're going to have to do something there. We may wait 1 more round, but I think the Allies have the edge right now if Japan did attack. But you don't want that stack to get bigger and bigger and bigger because that's going to be a big problem for Japan. Japan did take Malaya. They have another fleet here. They took that territory on the 2nd turn. They moved into Borneo and Celebes. So they need 2 more islands to get their NO. They took some other territories in North China. So Japan looking strong, but right here is the problem for them. Like I said, we'll see what they do this upcoming round, if they attack or not. India is still holding out, building some mechs to transfer them to Yunnan. If Japan does win that battle, I guess the best thing for the Allies would be to obviously win, but if they do lose, you would hope the Allies can bring down a lot of Japanese aircraft, which will make the Allies in the Pacific, the Navy, have an easier job with less Japanese aircraft. So round 2 is in the books. Things are getting pretty interesting. We'll see what happens as we begin round 3. Deuces.